stuff.
Live from Palm Springs, California, your host for the evening, Mr. Yvans Jourdain.
You want to use your mic? Testing. Oh, great. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out here this evening. I know there are a lot of places you guys could be tonight, but you chose to come out here and hang out with us. Thank you so much. So, I'm Yvans Jourdain, and I am a member of Brothers of the Desert. And thank you to Lorenzo Taylor for starting this Brothers Got Talent. During the pandemic is when it started, and as a result of that, we've kept it going. So thank you so much for being here for that. So we have three amazing storytellers that will come up and share some of their stories with you. I'll just start it off and just give you a little bit of background of who I am. I was a little boy in Haiti. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, no, I was born in Haiti, but I live in LA. I am an actor. I moved to LA to start my acting career there. I started in New York doing a lot of theater, and then I moved to California to start the acting career. I was fortunate to have a few roles under my belt. Most people know me for the role of Councilman Hauser in Parks and Recreation. So, but you know, with the acting career, there's always ups and downs, and I'm Caribbean, so we can't just have one job. We got to have a few jobs. So I went back to school, got my master's in clinical psychology, and I worked for a little bit as a therapist. And I thought, because I love psychology, and that's how I got into acting anyway, because I've always enjoyed the idea of understanding why the characters do what they do. And I thought I would enjoy the clinical side of it, which is why I went into it. I found out when I started doing my 3,000 hours what it meant to actually sit there and listen to people tell you their problems. This was the catalyst that made me realize I was not meant to be a therapist, even though I'm a really good listener to my friends, but therapy was not for me. I'm in a session, this guy comes in every Tuesday. He had his session with me at 6 o'clock. I had my coffee, I was hanging out with my cohorts. I walked into the session, fine. He's kind of a bore, but you know, I've been there, done that. And for some reason, this particular session, I walk in, I'm really hyped, and I sit down, and all of a sudden, this heaviness comes over me, and I am about to pass out. And I'm fighting to stay awake. And for those of you who are therapists, or who sees a therapist, the last thing you want is your therapist to fall asleep on you. So I am sitting there and I am watching this man talk. All of a sudden his mouth is moving. I'm hearing the words, but I'm not. And my head just tilts slightly back. And my eyes shut. And I'm thinking, oh, I wish you would shut up. And then all of a sudden I start to doze. But I'm still hearing him. And then I hear, are you sleeping? And I did something I vowed I would never do, and I thought I would never do. I said, no, I'm not sleeping. I wear contacts and my eyes are dry. And I'm just lubricating them. But I'm hearing you. The last thing you said was, and then I opened my eyes, and of course I had to act out the whole. After that, I realized, and I spoke to my then supervisor, and she's like, yeah, I don't know if this is for you. So I'm no longer doing therapy. But I restarted my acting career, which is great. Now, I would like to introduce to you the person that's going to come up here, our first storyteller, who's got this dynamic smile you guys will see. His name is Michael Quinichett. He is a licensed body positive massage therapist who believes that all bodies are valid and deserve a safe space for their health and wellness. So true. He's also known for his vibrant personality, yes, affinity for the leather BDSM community, and being unapologetically Black and queer. Everyone, welcome Michael Quinichett.
Thank you. Oh my God. So first, this is loud. I'm gonna put this right near my mouth, okay? Just so that everybody can hear my voice. But I'm also gonna time myself because I know I only got 15 minutes, and I'm not gonna be that queen that goes over. So I'm gonna put this right here so that I know what's up. So yeah, so first of all, yeah, so for me, I love leather. Leather is my jam. Do you like my pretty dress? Do I look cute? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So for me, people ask me, where do you get into leather? Where does your leather come from? And it comes from my dad. That's who I blame. So my dad actually is still today a part of an all-black motorcycle club called Heavy Metal. And so, he would come pick me up from my house, so I would go to his club and he would have all of these, you go to the club and you see all of these beautiful black people wearing these just a bunch of jackets and black boots, and they'd have the Levi's on, and, smoking weed and drinking, old Milwaukee, and, they were just having a fun time, a fun, rowdy time, having each other, slapping each other on the ass, they were just making out, just all these fun things that my other Christian household was not having. They weren't having any of that stuff. So, as a 10-year-old, kind of like, okay, these are the fun people. So clearly, I'm going to hang out with them. So that's exactly what I did. So I always like to thank my dad for turning his 10-year-old into a 40-year-old punk rock polyamorous leather bear. So thank you, Dad. Thank you. So speaking of leather, the first story I want to tell is about when me and my polyamorous ex had our first threesome. So buckle up, because we're going to go there. I apologize if there are children in the audience, but here we go. So the first time and the only time we had threesome was at International Mr. Leather, which is a contest that happens in Chicago, Illinois, Memorial Day weekend. Next weekend, and I am also going, and I cannot wait. So we have been polyamorous. We messed around with other people and their partners, but we never had one of our own, just him and me and one other person. And so here we are traveling from Columbus, Ohio, and so we get to this bar, northern part of Chicago, which I won't name. But if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So we go to this bar, we walk in a couple minutes later, there is this delicious, muscular, Latinx bear of a man, staring us down. And so we're kind of like, okay, well, let me see, we'll see what's up with you, okay? So I step up to him because I'm the gregarious person that I am. And so I'm like, hello, my name is Michael, how are you doing? No hablo inglés. So, I don't know any Spanish, but I think that means he doesn't really know any of the words that are about to come out of my mouth. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Let me bring my boyfriend on. So I bring him on, and because my boyfriend is, he's fluent in Spanish, and he's conversational in Portuguese. So I'm like, please tell me what this juicy man is trying to tell me, because I need to know what's happening. So they start talking in Spanish, and I'm pretending like I know what they're talking about. And then they finally finish, and I'm like, girl, what's the tea? What's going on? He's like, so he wants to hook up with both of us. Hallelujah. Okay, that's exactly what I want to do. So we're like, let's figure this out. So hold on, man. Please do not go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. So what were we going to do? Because we've never done this before. So so first of all, I wasn't all prepped. So I'm like, so this dick is not going in any hole tonight, okay? I didn't bring any condoms. And then two, this kitchen is dirty, honey, okay? I did not clean up, and no one is going inside of this, okay? That is not happening tonight. So we're not fucking, clearly. So I was like, but he's cute. Let's go just make out or something. Make out, suck his dick, or do something, you know. He's like, yeah, actually, that's a great idea. And I said, I just want to make sure that you are not going to be mad at me for wanting to pursue this. This is a joint venture, okay? This is not just me. That is the both of us. And he was like, yes, let's do this. So we go into the back of the dark room, which every leather bar has. A real leather bar has a dark room. The only lights on in the room, of course, are the TV screens playing porn. And the only sounds in the room are either, or, I want to do it to the microphone, but essentially, and, so that's what's happening. And so we walk to the back room, this dark room, And so, we get right into it, So I started making out with him, and we started basically doing round robin on his dick and his mouth. So while I'm up here, slipping on his tongue, my boyfriend down there, going to town on his big penis. And so we go round robin, I'm down there, he's up, and then we're just doing the damn thing, having a delicious time. And then I look at the corner of my eye, and I noticed that there's a circle of folks surrounding us. So all of a sudden, it's the circle of life. All of a sudden, everybody's just looking at us. And I'm an exhibitionist, so let's do it. So I'm like, now I'm really getting hard. Like, yeah, y'all know y'all want it. Come on. So for me, so here I am, and I want that load. So this isn't a competition, but we're sucking his dick. And so I need to swallow it. This is mine, sis. Okay? So we're, doing our thing, sucking and making out, sucking face and stuff. And then and I look down, and there is my boyfriend swallowing the juiciest man juice down his throat. He gets up, wipes his mouth, grabs my hand, thanks the gentleman, and we leave. So, that's it. That is the first time and only time we've ever had a threesome inside this leather bar in Chicago. So, that's story number one. Bam! Story number two. Thank you. So, the second story I'm going to tell is about how I was found out about my homosexuality. So I didn't really have a choice. I was thrust into homosexuality by my best friend in high school. So picture it, Columbus, Ohio, 1997. Michael Quinichett is a senior at Grove City High School in Grove City, Ohio. I was gonna say, does anybody know where Grove City is? Only Terry Ray and a few other people know. Yes! I love it. So this tiny ass little town, here I am, this nerdy little boy. I'm 18 years old, and I know that I'm gay. But when you find out, you don't tell anybody. You're 18 years old, and you're afraid and scared. And so, but now I am an adult. I'm a senior, honey, okay? So now, what do you do when you want to find men? Where do you go? So in 1997, the only places you could go were either like the parks or the baths. You could, people had like could go to the newspaper, like weird people who like put in ads in newspapers. There was also like AOL chat, all of that kind of stuff. But there was also the megaphone telephone line. So has anyone ever heard of megaphone? Does anyone know? Okay. Here we go. So I was like, so megaphone is this free 1-800 line that you call, and you just listen to people's voicemails. And you can hear them talking about their name, what they're interested in, and all those things. And so they're interested in sex, dating, all of the above. So for me at 18 years old, I was like, this is great. Because also, first, I'm obsessed with the whoever the voice actor was, who you heard on the line. He'd be like, 1-800 megaphone. If you're a man seeking a woman, press 1. Man seeking man, press 2. Woman seeking a man, press 3. Woman seeking a woman, press 5. And for BDSM and other sexualities, press 5. Trans. So anyway, I press 2, and you hear, hearing people's voices, I'm obsessed with it now. Because then you'd hear like, hello, my name is Darnell. I am 23 years old. I am a light-skinned, beautiful black man. I am looking for a relationship. I am looking for no thugs. I am looking for no scrubs. I am looking for nobody out here running with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I am wanting a real relationship with a real man who wants to be with someone like me. Okay? And if that is you, well, just go on ahead and leave your voicemail and we can get to it. This is Roger. I'm a 51-year-old white man, 6 foot, 255 pound, 8 inches thick, hung like a fucking horse, ready to blast all of you into outer space. If you're ready for all of this ice cream, I'm ready to give it to you. You better leave a message for me. I know those holes want to be plugged up. Oh my goodness, my virgin hole, oh my God. I'm just like, so lots of craziness. So for me, a lot of crazy people, but I decided to finally, there's someone I'm interested in, so I finally said, okay, let me leave this boy a message. And here I am, like, hello, my name is Michael, I'm 18 years old, I am a senior at Grove City High School. I really love show choir, and I'm just looking like for someone to date and I don't know, like have coffee with, and if you're interested, maybe sometime you can come by and we can like have fun. I don't, but thank you, bye. Like, girl, like what was I doing? So the next day at show choir practice, yeah, that was me. All the things. Me and my best friend, who was also, of course, in show choir, we're both gay, but once again, I'm 18 years old. We haven't talked about it, but we both know. So some people can't hide it. I mean, he had a life-size cutout of, cardboard cutout of Dolly Parton in his bedroom. So, you never really know, but I just had a hunch. And so he's asking me, we had a break during our rehearsal, and he's like, so Quinny, so my nickname was Quinny in high school, because I guess Quinichett has too many syllables. He's like, Quinny, so who do you like? I don't, like, what are you talking about? Do you like boys or do you like girls? Where is this coming from? Like, so I'm asking because I just want to know, I'm just curious, we never talked about this before. I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, who is Chris? Okay, so Chris was the guy that I left the voicemail for on Megaphone. And so now I'm kind of like, okay, so my friend's name is Harold. How does Harold know Chris? How do they, I was recalling all of the things I said in the voicemail about being like a senior at Grove City High School, loving show choir. I'm like, Michael, you're such a fucking idiot. So I was just trying to keep it cool, right? So like, okay, I don't know a Chris. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you don't know Chris. He's a sophomore at Ohio State University studying psychology. Quinny, I know you know who he is. So now my heart's like, go. Like how, like what's happening? What's happening right now? And he's like, Quinny, I just want you to know that I am Chris. I'm Chris. You left a message for me. Thank you. I'm Michael Quinichett.
Oh my God! Give it up for Michael Quinichett, everybody.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Wow. All right. That was some story. My God, my Catholic sensibilities was like, oh my.
Grace.
Yeah. All right.